Hello, second graders. Our lesson for today is about how does matter change. Now let's remember what are the states of matter. As you know, the states of matter are solid, liquid, and gas, right? Now, solids, they are the state of matter that can keep their shape like ice. And the liquids, they take the shape of the container. And these are some examples of liquids. Like drinking water, and gases, they do not have a fixed shape or volume like the air we breathe. Now, what is a state change? When we change states of matter from solid to liquid or from liquid to gas or another, this is a change of state. And during this change, the heat is either added or removed. Now, this is what needs to happen so that we can change state from solid to liquid, or from liquid to solid, or from liquid to gas, or from gas to liquid. So if the heat energy is added, I mean that I heat the object, so I will give the particles more energy to speed up and expand. If the heat energy is removed, so I'm cooling here, then the particles will slow down and they will move closer together. So let's start with this. This is really cool. Actually, it's freezing. When you have any kind of ice pop mix, like ice lollies or stuff, and you make some cooling, like you put them in the freezer, then they will freeze. Now, you are removing heat from the liquid, and you are changing the state from liquid state to solid state. That is called freezing. Okay? So, this is what happens when the water loses energy. It will freeze and change from liquid to solid. Okay? Now, this is another example. It is a phase change from solid to liquid, and the particles will slow down because they are losing energy and we are taking heat from them. Okay, now if you add heat, if you have an ice lolly or a popsicle and you add heat to it, it will melt, right? So it will change into a liquid. It was a solid and you added heat and it changed into a liquid. So when water is heated, it will gain. It will take energy. And the ice, if it's heated, then it melts. So melting is the change of state from solid to liquid. And it is the opposite of freezing. Now, this is another example of melting ice cream. It is a change of state from solid to liquid. So when solid changes into a liquid, this is called melting, and we are adding heat so the particles will move faster and farther apart. So if you add heat to a liquid, like in this pot, then the liquid will change into a gas, right? And sometimes it will boil. You see here there are bubbles, right? And if you give them enough heat to the water, then it will boil and change into a gas. Now, this gas, when it mixes with the air, this gas is called water vapor. And when it mixes with the air, it will be an invisible gas. Now, vaporization, when water evaporates, this is also a change of state from liquid to gas, okay? Now, if you see liquid water, it can change into a gas without boiling. This is called evaporation, as we said. And if you have a water puddle on a warm day, this is what will happen after some time, because the water will evaporate and the water will change from liquid to gas as water vapor in the air, which is an invisible gas. Now, sometimes when your mom is cooking and she covers the pot with a glass lid, you will see that there are drops of water on the lid, right? So these drops of water, they came from the water vapor that was coming out of the whatever she was cooking. And when this hot water vapor hits on the glass lid, which is cooler, then it will cool down and it will change back to a liquid. So it was a gas and it will change back to a liquid. And this is called condensation. Okay? So this is where the water vapor will lose energy because you are cooling it and it will change into a liquid. This is another example of condensation, when the particles slow down and the heat will be removed. That's it for today. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time.